Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So you guys, right now I'm just doing my nighttime skincare routine and I thought we could chat while I do this and get this done and answer questions, talk about my Suboxone Taper, just anything that you guys want to talk about. Hey Junior, what's up? Thanks, I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Hey Nico. Hey Deidre. Y'all come on in, have a seat. Pull up a seat, greet your name. I'm just doing my skincare while we chat. So first and foremost, you guys, I washed my face, for those of you guys that want to know, with the Murad AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. Then next, I'm using the Sunday Riley Luna sleeping oil. Okay. And then next, I'm going in with the Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment. Okay. And then after that, I'll put my moisturizer on. Marshall, it is so important. I'm telling you, I have to teach my husband the same thing. It really does make a difference in the texture of your skin, the overall just like clarity of your skin. You know, the only problems that I have anymore with my skin are hormonal acne, which is all on my chin. Hey, what's up, Destiny? How are you doing? Hey, Misty. Oh, that's what's up. Get that skincare going. It's the only way to be. So, welcome to everybody that's new. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you don't know, my name is Nicole. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015, and I do utilize medically assisted treatment. What does lactic acid do for skin? Honestly, Nico, I think it helps with turning over the cells in your skin, with collagen reproduction. A lot of these treatments that I'm putting on are to help with texture, dark spots, by pores, shrinking the pores, tightening the skin, wrinkles, and it really, really makes a difference. When I wake up in the morning, you guys, after washing my face from using these treatments at night, I'll wake up and my skin will literally feel like a baby's bottom. Like, seriously. Now I'm going to put on the Goodnight Glow Retinol Sleeping Cream. And just so you guys know, because I know she wants me to say it, Cindy Briggs is the girl, the skincare goddess. She actually sent me a bunch of this stuff in the mail because she gets treatments done at her doctor's office. And her doctor told her that she wasn't allowed to use over-the-counter skincare anymore. And he told her she had to use prescription skincare. So she sent me all of her skincare that she can't use anymore. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Y'all know I'm going to take it. I take it. I do not care because this shit's expensive. I'm super proud of you. Very inspiring. I'm an advocate. It gave me my life back in a real way, and I still work a really solid program. Oh, yeah, man. You got it. That's the only way you can do it. If you don't work a program and you just take medication, nothing's going to change. And that's just straight up the truth. It's just the truth. And what I mean by working a program, it could be anything from therapy, okay? It could be 12 steps. It could be Celebrate Recovery. It could be maybe a mentor program with somebody. It could be all kinds of different things. There's all kinds of different ways to heal your brain and heal your heart and your soul from the damage you did during your addiction, right? Hey Eve, how are you doing? Hey Celeste. I know, Nico. I used to do the same thing, girl, but now I'm like really diligent about it. Okay, let me get my glasses on and we'll talk about my Suboxone taper and all that good stuff. So, cool, Junior. That's what's up. I'm so glad. You guys, listen, there's nothing to be ashamed of. If you're on maintenance medication and people are trying to shame you or make you feel some type of way, then you don't need those people in your life, okay? That's just what it is. Anybody who's judging you for using a medication that basically is saving your life, that's the problem with the world today, is the judgment and the ridicule that a lot of us have to go through, you know, because we struggle with the disease of addiction. You know, it doesn't take a lot to be kind. It doesn't take a lot to not judge somebody. There's really no reason to judge somebody else. If it's not your journey and it's not your business, then just don't worry about it, you know? Sorry my face is so shiny, you guys, but I got this skincare on, so don't laugh at me. Anyways, let's get started. So, if you guys don't know, I facilitate Mara meetings here on this channel, okay? Every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Vance. Every Friday at 7, we have Mara meetings here on Real Talk Recovery. And I'm not just like pulling them out of my ass. Like, I made sure that I got approved to facilitate Mara meetings here on my channel. For those of you guys that don't know what Mara is Medically Assisted Recovery Anonymous. It is a recovery program for people that are utilizing evidence-based science in their recovery. That can be anything from Suboxone, methadone, Topamax, Tramadol, bupropion, Wellbutrin, naltrexone, naloxone, Sublocade. There's all kinds of different medications that are used to help treat substance use disorder. So, but that's what Mara is about. It's about meeting you where you're at, supporting the addict, and letting them know that they're not alone. Non-judgment is the code of Mara. Non-judgment, okay? If you guys are wondering, like, where's Mara meetings? How can I find a Mara meeting? All you have to do is go to marainternational.org, marainternational.org, okay? And you can type in find a meeting, and it will tell you exactly where there's meetings located. Okay, so what I'm going to do before we get started, tomorrow night is our Mara meeting, but we're going to be talking about Suboxone, so I want to read this to you guys. These are the states that you can find Mara in so far: Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and dun, 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 right here, Real Talk Recovery, Friday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. with Nicole P. That's me. So, this is a approved meeting. So if you're someone who has to go to meetings for your clinic, I am working on trying to get sheets and stuff for you guys, that if you are needing sheets signed that I can, you know, get you guys, email your clinics for you and send the sheet through email to your clinic, let them know, or I can send the clinic an email saying, hey, XYZ attended Friday night's meeting from 7 to 8. Okay. I was prescribed bupropion for OCD and it gave me hallucinations. Really? Hey, Vance, I'm on. It's Wellbutrin. I'm on Wellbutrin, bupropion, and I love it. It helps me so much. But see how different our bodies are, you guys? That's why it's so important. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, okay, Vance hallucinated on bupropion, but me, it helps me have motivation. It helps me not want to, like, I was so depressed, I could barely get out of the bed, you guys. Hey, Kyle. Sublocade's the way to go. That's awesome. So you've been having a good experience with it. Maybe you can come on the channel and share how it's helped you in your recovery. I would love to have you on. Well, Butrin is that stuff pretty good. I'm thinking about trying it when I go to my doctor's appointment next week. Seth, it's really helped me a lot. Like, my whole thing was I was struggling with no energy, lack of motivation, just hella depressed. Hey, what's up, Leonard? And that's the thing, you guys. Mara supports any kind of maintenance medication that that you're using that's aiding in your recovery. And basically, the whole thing behind Mara is that we want to support you to live a healthy lifestyle. We want to help you get out of that old life, get out of that unhealthy life, and move into a healthy new lifestyle. Okay? Hey, no meetings in New Mexico. That's why I watch here. You're amazing. Hey, Victoria, what's up, girl? So, okay, let me tell you guys about starting your own meeting, because I know a lot of you guys, listen, if you're passionate about something, you guys, and you believe in it, you can start your own meeting. And I'm going to tell you how, because it's exactly how I started this meeting, okay? So here on this website, there is a button that says get in touch, okay? It says contact us, okay? All you have to do is contact them, send them your first name, last name, email, and your phone number, and the subject, like, hey, I want to start a meeting in New Mexico. And you send that to them and they will get right back to you. It probably took less than a week for them to answer my email. And then Jeff came over. He sat in on a couple of the meetings that we have here, because I was already having Matt's support group meetings. I just hadn't adopted the Mara 12 steps yet, because I didn't want to overstep my boundary, because I wanted to get approved. I wanted this place to be legit, you guys. So if you are coming here and you're on maintenance medication, this is legit, okay? You can come here, you can find support. I'm never going to shoot you in the wrong way. I'm always going to shoot you straight. And you have support here, okay, you guys? So, so that's how you can get a hold of Mara, and you can start your own meeting, you guys. And I think so many of you would be amazing at facilitating a meeting. How long have you been doing this? Junior, I've been doing this for, okay, I've had my channel since 2017, but I've been holding these meetings for I started them last year. So yeah, about a year. 1 year I've been doing these meetings. Now I've been doing the Mara style meetings for about 9 months. But you can go all the way back to last year in January, and I was holding Matt support group meetings. But I just started the Mara ones about 9 months ago, and it's because I wanted to go through the proper chain of command to get approved. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Daniel. Too legit, too quick. Hey. Hey, Carrie. Oh, you can ask any questions you want, girl. I see your comments, and you guys can call in. Let me put my phone number right here. If you guys ever have a question and you want to call in and ask it, or you just want to be on speakerphone and say hi to everybody, there you go. There's the Real Talk Recovery phone number, okay, guys? So, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Mara. Let me read to you guys, because this is what, so tomorrow night, for those of you that are going to come to the Mara meeting tomorrow night, the topic of discussion tomorrow night for our Mara meeting is going to be overcoming shame. You hear that? Tomorrow night's meeting is going to be about overcoming shame. So, if you're struggling with feeling shame, with feeling guilty, with feeling embarrassed, with feeling like maybe you're being judged and people think you didn't make the good decision, so you're trying to hide out, you don't feel like you can share your truth, you're going to want to be here tomorrow for how to overcome shame. Because listen to me, I want y'all to know that I was number one, very full of shame. I still struggle with shame from time to time, but I'm so much better than I used to be. But you guys, tomorrow night's going to be, it's going to be dope, and you're going to want to be here, because I'm going to have like a whole bunch of things that can help you overcome shame. I'm going to have visual stuff. I'm going to have a board with, y'all are going to see, I've been preparing. What I've been doing is at the beginning of the week on Sundays, I set a poll in my Patreon. So if you're somebody who wants to be more hands-on on my channel and you want to help choose the topics and stuff, you can join my Patreon for $3 a month. That's it. $3. And you can pick what the meetings are about each Friday, okay? For well over a year, and it has helped me so much. Love you, Carrie. I really appreciate you for sticking with me too, girl. You guys, a lot of you guys have been with me since the beginning, and I had made a video on my new camera, and I'm literally trying to upload it now, you guys, but I was just like sharing with you guys how grateful and thankful I am for all of you, and how I wouldn't even be able to do any of these things or anything if you guys hadn't helped me to feel like I could. Because for the longest time, I didn't think that I could do it, and I didn't think that anybody wanted to hear anything I had to say. And so you guys have really helped me to, first of all, overcome my shame and my guilt, and you guys have helped me to become a better person. So thank you. I love how clear you are in explaining this program. That's because it's so important to me. Okay, I've never heard of it, and you are a wonderful ambassador. Marshall, it is so important to me to share it clearly, because a lot of people don't understand, and they get it confused. They think that Mara is like a form of AA and NA, and it's not. And there's nothing, listen, I love the AA 12 steps, you guys, but this is not AA. This is so different, and it's different because a lot of us have gone to AA and NA, and we have experienced judgment. We have experienced sponsors or other members telling us we need to get off of our medication, and it's just been it hasn't been a good experience. So the reason why I have to really tell you guys that this is a separate entity. Mara is a program of its own. It's separate from AA and NA. It's really important because I don't ever want anybody to get it confused, okay? But it's they're all amazing programs, but this program is for us, by us. You know what I'm saying? It's people just like us who have been on maintenance, who are like, you know what? There's a lack of support for people who are on maintenance medication, and there needs to be a change. Okay, Nicole, what is the best way to reach out to you one-on-one on a recovery project? Hey, Marshall, if you'll text me on that cell phone number, 501-991-5149. Hey, Celeste, thanks, girl. I try to be. Damn, girl, gonna make me tear up. Sorry about that, Junior. Not the same as when we were in addiction. I don't even recognize my old self. I know, girl, right? I know. It's amazing. It's such a change. It is a matter of life and death, Daniel. They kind of gave me such a From being on dope, sleeping a lot, to subs where they made it feel like I couldn't sleep like I wanted to. Methadone was better for me and in that aspect. See, Nico, that's great, girl. Whatever works for you. Everybody's bodies are different, you guys. Thank you, Cassie. It was never offered to me. They offered me methadone right away, though, and I've been on it ever since tapering today. My appointment is in 30 minutes. Celeste, I'm so proud of you. Just go in there, take your time, don't rush. If you are on methadone, Celeste, ask your doctor or your clinic if they can blind taper you. Blind, B-L-I-N-D, okay? Blind taper. I get ashamed at my NA meetings for being on Suboxone. They call it a crutch. Yeah, Kim. Okay, so let's talk about that. That's a good starting point. Okay, so I have heard this argument many times. In fact, I just got a comment on the video I did with Tim from Texas Prison Stories. Shout out to Tim. If you guys haven't went over and subscribed to him and Nate, go subscribe to their channels. They have been so wonderful in supporting Real Talk Recovery and sharing our meetings and stuff. So I really appreciate them. So I just got a comment on Tim's interview that we did together about Suboxone being a crutch. In fact, I'll read you guys the comment, okay? I'm going to read you guys the comment, and then I am going to share with you guys what I think and what you can say when people tell you that you're just using a crutch, okay? Because it took me, when I was stuck in shame and guilt for, I got back. I know, it's so easy to feel ashamed, but there's nothing to be ashamed of, you guys. I used to be the same way. Okay, so let me read this comment I got. Okay. Using the disease argument relinquishes you from personal responsibility. It shows your true weakness. And I said, I'm not making excuses for anything. I did it while in my addiction. I take full responsibility for them and I pay the price. I do, however, know that addiction is a disease. To be more clear, it is a mental disorder, a disease of the brain. It centers in our mind and controls all aspects of our life while we are actively using. I don't have to argue with you because addiction has already been proven to be a disease. So I hope that clears some things up for you. I love helping others, and part of that is educating myself on addiction and how it affects the brain. If you would like more information, you can always check out my channel. And so this is what he says back. I hope someday you can see the truth and not use a crutch. You will never have complete control until you take real. And I just said, I am living my truth. Thanks again. Okay, so basically, I'm not living the truth. I'm on a crutch, yada. So let me share something with you guys, okay? A lot of people like to compare Suboxone and say that when a person gets on Suboxone that they're just trading one addiction for the other. So first of all, what I want to talk to you guys about is the difference between addiction and dependence, okay? The difference between addiction and dependence. So if you're on medically assisted treatment and you're taking your medication as prescribed, you're doing your therapy, you're doing your support group meetings, you got a sponsor or a mentor, then you are dependent upon the medication, okay? You are not addicted. With addiction comes negative side effects, negative consequences, stealing, lying, cheating, selling your body, selling your prescription, doing risky behaviors like shooting up, having unprotected sex, smoking drugs out of crack pipes, and all kinds of different risky behaviors, okay? That's the difference between addiction and dependence. Addiction comes with all those negative consequences, actions. Dependence is on the total other end of the spectrum. So many of us are dependent on medications for our mental health. Some of us are dependent on medications for our health, for maybe insulin because we're diabetic. Maybe we have an allergy and we have to take allergy medicine. And if without that, we break out in hives and our eyes itch, right? That's dependence, all right? So then once we've realized the difference between addiction and dependence, then we can take that whole crutch argument, and this is what I'm going to say to you guys, okay? first of all, I would much rather have a crutch to help me walk because right now I'm not strong enough to walk on my own, okay? And I might not ever be strong enough. This is how I explain it. Suboxone is like having a cast, okay? Let's say that you were out playing basketball and you got tackled and you broke your leg, snapped it right in half, okay? You go to the emergency room, right? And they wrap it up, they put a cast on your leg, and they give you a pair of crutches and they say, stay off your leg. Don't put any weight on your leg. Use those crutches, keep your leg propped up, right? So you do everything they tell you to do. You don't put any weight on your leg. You keep it elevated. You use your crutches whenever you have to walk, right? 6 months goes by and you go to the doctor and the doctor does an x-ray of your leg and the bone has healed. It's fused itself back together. So the doctor says, okay, Nicole, it's time to get your cast off. So they get that thing and they cut it open and they take the cast off and they make sure they clean your leg, wash it up, get all the hair because it's got all that hair on it. And then the doctor sits down with you and he tells you, okay, you've got your cast off, but that doesn't mean I want you to go out and jump on a trampoline or try to climb a mountain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up with some physical therapy. And you're going to do physical therapy for the next 6 months until you get your leg strong enough to stand on its own. So you say, okay, doc, okay, I'll do the physical therapy, all right? So you go to physical therapy, you get your leg strong. Now it's out of the cast, the bone is healed, but you still can't walk on it because, well, it's been in that cast all along and it's not used to having your weight anymore. So you're doing your physical therapy and you're building up the strength in that leg. Suboxone is exactly that. It is a cast, it is a support, it is a tool to help you strengthen your leg, to help you strengthen your recovery, to strengthen yourself. Okay? So if I have to have something to help me walk for a little bit until I can walk on my own, then so be it. So many people have to go through the same thing. Okay, you could look at anything as a crutch. You could look at the 12 steps of AA as a crutch. What? You're not healed? You can't just go out and be sober on your own? You're using AA as a crutch. Anything, you guys, anybody can say that, okay? Suboxone is an amazing tool that can aid in your recovery, and it is up to you and only you whether or not you decide to get completely off of it. Okay? It can be there forever to support you. All right? Because let's just say it like it is. If you go out and relapse, you'll die. So I would rather see someone on Suboxone for the rest of their damn lives than to die of a heroin overdose. And if it's really about you having to be right and say, oh, that Nicole girl, she's not sober, she's still using a crutch, then I don't give a damn. Say it all day long. Because you know what? I'll still be here. And if you relapse because your mouth is too big and you can't shut the fuck up, you'll be dead. And I'm just trying to say something and I'm not trying to be retarded. I'm not trying to be mean, but you'll die. Okay? And that's what happens to people. People die from overdoses, from relapses, you guys. I see it happen so many times. And I've seen so many times, I've seen people die from relapsing, you guys. And I've actually seen people um mm, okay. I've actually seen people who said these same things to me, who judged me about being on medically assisted treatment, you guys. They judged me for being on maintenance medication and told me that, you know, I didn't, that what I was doing wasn't even valid, that I didn't have recovery. And honestly, you guys, I don't, if that's how you want to be, then just don't come in here, you know? We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. We already give it to ourselves. We're already hard enough on ourselves, you know? And listen, I'm just saying so though. I've been trying to not block you, man, and I hate to have to do this, but I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to block you, okay? And if you like doing heroin and it's so much better, then I do what makes you happy, man. I salute you. But that's not the way I'm trying to live anymore. And I'm trying to help other people who are in the same situation as I am through my experiences. And if you can't respect that, I'm sorry. Cindy, I have been on it for 14 months, and the last time I went to the doctor, he said my next appointment, he is tapering me down. Hey, Carrie, we both would be dead today had we not found help. Suboxone saved our life. Absolutely. Do you know Dr. Sam? He explains it that way also. Oh, no, I didn't know that. I don't know Dr. Sam, but I wish I knew him. That's awesome. That's so cool. I never heard anybody explain it like that except for me. Junior, don't even worry about it. Listen, and here's the thing, you guys. I'm just saying so though has commented a couple times on some videos, and I've been trying to just give him the benefit of the doubt, but he doesn't understand. He's not there yet. I'm so glad I found your channel. Thank you everyone for making this possible. Recovery is beautiful. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he got blocked. So, and here's the thing, you guys. Heroin is horrible. Okay? Heroin will kill you. And I think he had left a comment, and that, listen, this is not me talking bad about him or anything, because these are his comments that he leaves that are public comments. Remember, you guys, he was the guy who left the comment saying, why don't we give addicts heroin? It's because addicts can't control, the addicts can't use heroin responsibly. That's why they have a problem. You guys, I don't know anybody that can shoot heroin responsibly. Do you guys? And if you can, then you're not an addict. That's the difference. Now let me explain to you guys the difference between someone who has maybe a drug abuse problem and somebody who has a drug addiction, okay? The difference between drug abuse and drug addiction is in drug addiction, you lose the power of choice. You are no longer making the choice to use or stay sober. The drug is making the choices for you. Your brain is hijacked. Someone who has maybe a drug abuse problem, guess what? They're still able to choose whether or not they use or not. There's no heroin user in the world that isn't an addict. Triple S, that's what I would think, but some people would like to have you think otherwise. Some people actually, and that's the thing, you guys, that's where we go into denial. Denial. Some people aren't ready to face the facts, and they're in denial about their own addiction, and they somehow, some way think that they're still making that choice when really heroin is making the choice for them. You know? Yes, Nico. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but eventually I do believe that if you stay using heroin or any opiate, I almost feel like you transition into that addict spot a lot quicker because of the fact that you develop a dependence to the medication, to the drug. Cost too much, OG Scotty. I know that's right. Yeah, no more heroin. It's all fentanyl. What, baby? Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, let me see what we got going on. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, we were talking about, oh yeah, the crutch. So that's the whole thing about the crutch, you guys. Like, if somebody's saying that to you, they don't have your best interest at heart either. And if someone doesn't have your best interest at heart, guess what? You don't need them in your life. Okay, get that negative shit out of here. You don't need people like that. And you guys, honestly, the bigger my channel, the more my channel grows, the more we're going to have stragglers coming in trying to act a fool, and we all know what to do. Okay. Aw, thanks, Cindy. I feel like it's like clearing up so much. Wait, you mean denial is more than just a river in Egypt? Absolutely. Don't even know I'm lying is what denial stands for. um and here's the thing, you guys, like, I am totally okay with being on Suboxone. Okay. It's taken me a long time to get comfortable and to educate myself enough on the disease of addiction to know that I have to do what's best for me. Sorry, my boobs are sweating. Woo! I have to do what's best for me, you guys. Hey, Nikki. And I can't let other people and what other people think of me affect me in my recovery. All right. That's what I did when I was in my addiction. That's why I seek validation from others. And that's why I got high, because I wanted to fit in and be a part of. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm a new person. I hate under boob sweat, girl. I hate it. It's killing me. In fact, I need to go downstairs. Let me lower this damn heat. Whew. Oh, battery's going dead. Nate, you want some yogurt? I still got to take my tree down so y'all don't laugh at me. Okay. When you have big boobs, it's just like how it goes, But thanks, you guys. I really appreciate everybody in here who is so supportive. Hey, Catherine, so supportive of my channel and just supportive of me. It really makes a difference, you guys. I'll tell you, today I had to go. The reason I wanted to talk to you guys about, yes, girl, it's still up. I wanted to talk to you guys about Suboxone and my Suboxone taper is because I went to my Suboxone doctor today because I got called in for a random drug test and a random pill count. And so that what that means is next month I'll be dropping 2 more milligrams. And so usually the way my clinic does it is they call us in the month before we have to come back. So they called me in today, count my medicine, and gave me a drug screen. And I was telling them all about you guys and telling them about the Mara meetings that we've been doing. And so I actually, the nurse that works there is going to get approval from the doctor for us to be able to have flyers and stuff set up in the clinic, so that way people from my clinic will be able to come to the meetings too. So we'll have more people here on the meetings. And so it's going to be so big eventually. Imagine on Friday nights the chat is going to be going so fast because so many people are going to be in here. Oh, Nico, I started my taper last year in March. And, I've been on Suboxone for 4 years. So I started tapering last year in March. I was at 12 milligrams. And so far, I'm down to 4 milligrams. Hey, Raymond, what's up? I'm down to 4 milligrams. And honestly, you guys, it's been going real good. I have to go to a call back tomorrow. Really, Melissa? How you been doing, girl? I hadn't seen you around in a little bit. Melissa, you need to go into the Patreon. I've been putting up polls and stuff in there for you guys to vote on the videos that I make. Yes. Okay. So Nico, here's the thing. So I went to the what is it called? I went up to my husband's work, and what I did was I got a bunch of copies of I put Mara, Medically Assisted Recovery Anonymous. Online meetings, or what did I say? Did I say online meetings or web-based meetings? Anyways, and then I put www.youtube.com/recovery journey, because that is the link to my channel. So if any of you guys are ever like wanting to share my videos, it's just www.youtube.com/recovery journey. I bet if you cut that to 2 milligrams, you would be fine. I know I would, Triple S, because I have already been doing that. So a lot of the times what I try to do before I go in to see my doctor, which will be next month on the 14th, is I try to start taking half of what I'm taking already. And so I've been taking 2 milligrams, and it's honestly, you guys, I can't tell a difference. So I know that I'll probably start being able to tell a difference when I get down below 1 milligram. But so far, so good. And, you know, the closer I get to a lower milligram, the more nervous I get. Can I bring up your channel at my next appointment during the group meeting? I go to the clinic off Spring Hill in North Little Rock. Of course you can. Chris, how did you find my channel? How'd you find me, man? I also know a girl, she just found me. Whoops. We just talked on the phone the other day. I want to say her name was Sam. Oh, girl, I understand, Melissa. You're doing great, girl. Because study. But if you're stressed out, Melissa, you need to be taking time for yourself, okay? Can you send me a download? I'd like to see if I can put it on. Yes, I will. I absolutely will. Do you want me to email it to you? Nico, I'll email it to you if you'll send me your email, okay? But let me do the same thing at our clinic. Oh yeah, I will make a PDF, just like a flyer, and I will put it on I'll send it to you guys. If y'all send me your emails, I'll send it to you guys, okay? I'm at 1 milligram, been there for 3 months now. Crappy sleep sometimes, but all good. Hey AJ, are you excited? Triple S, are you going to jump soon, or are you just staying at 1 milligram? I was referred here to watch you from another channel, so I'm new, but I want so badly to taper off Suboxone. I think because I know withdrawals all too well. Pain pills 5 years. Hey, it's okay. Just take your time, man. I know you want to get off, but just chill, okay? Chris, what are you doing for your recovery besides taking Suboxone? Okay, we're fixing to get real. I want you to be completely honest, okay? Or Christy. It was Christy that said that. Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was Chris. Christy, what are you doing besides just being on Suboxone for your recovery? Okay, tell me what you're doing. I need to know. Okay, I'll send you my email through text. Okay, cool. 501-991-5149. You know the deal, Nico. Hey, hi, Steppa. Where have you been? It is the best way to go, Marshall. It is the best way to go because, listen, it gives your body enough time, you guys, okay, so when you taper slowly and over a long period of time, each time you drop, you give your body time to stabilize at that dose. For 3 years, my brother keeps telling me to go to meetings, just haven't had the courage to go yet. Well, Christy, you're in the right place. Exactly, Leonard. We got to get you doing more than just taking Suboxone before you get completely off Suboxone, because you really, really need to make sure, Christy, that you have a solid support system. I'm talking like a mentor or a sponsor. I'm talking like other girls that are in recovery that will support you. I'm talking like a knowledge and education of the disease of addiction. Therapy, you need to have therapy. You need to learn new coping skills, because this is what's going to happen, Christy, without anything else, without practicing all these things and putting these things into action in your life. When you try to go to jump off Suboxone, and the moment you have any kind of pain or discomfort, your mind is going to go straight back to, I don't like the way I feel. I need to get high. And it's going to be like it's going to be like, bam, you're right back to square one. So before you even think about tapering, you need to get yourself super duper invested and jump straight into the middle of a recovery program. Okay? Seriously, seriously. I had to detox off subs in prison. It took about 5 weeks and sucked, but it was worth it. Hey, Stay Free, what's up? I'm so glad that you're okay, man. I've heard some people go through it real bad. I think that's been a problem for me because I don't have a support system besides my husband, and he doesn't get it. Don't get me wrong, he tries. He just doesn't understand what this addiction has done. Oh, girl, I totally understand. And so, listen, you're every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Christy. We do live streams at 7 p.m. and usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays too. Damn it, I go live almost every damn day. And we have so many amazing people in here, and we just chat and we talk about recovery. We talk about what we're going through, and it's just a cool place to be able to share. It's support. It's support, and a lot of us don't have that outside of this. Yeah, Cindy says you can call her Christy anytime, and I can give you her number. Thank you, Merk. When I tell you, Christy, and I don't want you to think that I'm singling you out. Anybody that comes in here and tells me that they've been taking Suboxone for so many years and they want to get off of it so bad, but they haven't been doing anything else, I would tell them the same exact thing. I was in a chat the other night talking about recovery, and they were all talking so highly of you that I had to come check your channel out. Really? Where were you at, girl? Where were you at? From one of the prison channels. Can't remember which one. So glad I did. I'm so glad you did too, Chris. I can't believe you live in North Little Rock, man. That's so awesome. Oh, you're so crazy. My little boy's dancing. Can I have a kiss? Okay. Here's the thing, you guys. Like, I know a lot of you guys want to get off Suboxone, okay? This is what I want to tell you, okay? I want you to get off because you want to get off, not because somebody judged you and said you're not sober, you're not clean, not because your mom and dad don't support you, not because your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend says it's a crutch. I want you to want to taper or want to get off because you want to and you feel like you're ready. I've seen your comments on a lot of YouTubers I watch, and I will definitely be tuning in from now on. Hey, Stay Free. That's what's up, man. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I want someone to say the hard things that I need to hear. Okay, cool. At this point, I hate Suboxone. That helps with tapering and keeping my mind on the prize. You gotta hate it. Oh man, I don't hate it at all. It saved my life. I really don't have any bad things to say about the medication. I know that it's can be difficult for some people to get off of, but I truly believe that as long as you taper slowly and take it slow, then you're going to be okay. Any withdrawal sucks. Any withdrawal. Triple S, I jumped off of methadone, 100 milligrams, cold turkey. Okay. And honestly, I've had a baby. Okay. I've pushed a baby out of my vajay. And so I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Leone was talking about he just tried to go off, and I just felt in my heart like he's got it all wrong and he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And I told him that. Daniel, I'm glad you told him that because Ryan Leone is nowhere near ready to get off Suboxone, if ever. And I'll tell him that. And that's not me being judgmental. That's just me like saying it like it is. Right, Nico. I know. Me too, girl. I hate sweating. That does suck. I felt that way with methadone, and I think that's what it made it possible for me to come down and walk away. It took me 22 months to come from 115 to 15. Well, that's good, Christy. That's how you're supposed to do it, slowly. Yeah, and you guys, that's the thing. If you're okay, so I some people might have negative effects, you know. Now I'm about to graduate college at 40. It was a lifesaver, but 4 years later, I hate it. Oh man, I understand what you're saying. I understand, but just make sure triple S that you're getting off because you're ready, not because of what other people say, not because of people judging you, not because of, any of those things. Let it be from you in your heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys link his page, Merc, but trigger warning, okay? He has some of the most amazing active addiction story times, but trigger warning, okay? Ah, just be careful because y'all think I talk about drugs. I had somebody comment the other day and they were like, "You're glorifying shooting methamphetamine." And I was like, "What? You must not know." No, not at all. I'm glad I don't get bad side effects like constipation or weight gain. I do get dry mouth when I wake up, but that's a small price to pay. Me too. I wish that I didn't have, I've gained so much weight, Nico. If ever, I'm glad you agree and see the same things I do. I feel like a big part of his deal is creating the story to be told, and that involves relapse continuously in the most crazy ways. Daniel, and this is what I said to him when he first started his channel. I said this: you're not a success if you keep on relapsing. If you die from the disease of addiction, what is this all going to be for? You have a beautiful, beautiful baby boy. Do you want to be able to be there for your son? Or are you more worried about being cool and showing everybody what a Billy badass you were for shooting holy grams of pounds of heroin? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Nikki. I don't know, girl. I hadn't got down low enough to tell you, but when I do, I'll let you know if it's hell or not. Yeah, Nico, I was at a really, really unhealthy weight for a long time. I was real sickly looking. My eyes were all sunk in. You could just tell I was in a bad place. Anytime, Triple S, anytime. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I don't want anyone to ever feel like I am trying to push anything on you, any kind of medication, any kind of recovery program. I just want you guys to make the best decisions for you, and only you know that, I want to be here to support you. I want to be here to encourage you and challenge you to keep pushing yourself to do better and better. Glorification and real talk are two completely different things, and that is plain as day for anybody that really knows what's up. Daniel, I know, but you would be so surprised how people come in, they watch one video and they're like, "Oh!" I got concerned when he just kept pumping the stories out. I wonder what happens when he runs out of stories, starts new ones. Merc. Oh gosh, that makes me so worried, Daniel. Now I'm worried. Now I feel like I have to like reach out to him and make sure that he's like really not gonna like listen, you guys. If you want to get off Suboxone and that is your goal is to get off Suboxone, that's great. Okay, get off Suboxone. But before you get off Suboxone, you need to do these things. You need to be in therapy. If you are a drug addict and you are using drugs and alcohol to cope, if you are using drugs and alcohol to escape reality, if you are using drugs and alcohol, you need to be in therapy. I don't care who you are. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Get your ass into therapy. Number two, okay? You need to be working a program of recovery. And that could be, but it could be these things, but not limited to these things. AA, NA, CA, Celebrate Recovery, Refuge Recovery, Smart Recovery, MARA. Okay, there's a bunch of different recovery programs. Therapy, recovery program, and you need to have sober support network. Not just one person, not just two persons, 5 people at least on your sober support network, okay? And you need to be able to have either be working and gainfully employed, okay? If you're unable to work because of a disability, you need to have some other healthy outlet to keep yourself, busy and doing stuff for you to take care of yourself. Okay. Those are the things that you have got to be doing if you want to get off Suboxone and be successful. Because if you get off Suboxone without doing those things, you're going to get off and then you're going to end up getting back on. And I'm just telling you, I've seen it time and time again. I've seen people jump off Suboxone without any support, without any backup plan, without any recovery, and they have to get back on because they relapse. Okay. How much do you take now and how much have you tapered from? Okay, I was on 12 milligrams and now I'm on 4 milligrams. Okay. Oh my God, Cindy, that's crazy. Start weaning. You'll realize real quick if you want off when you get on a small dose. I thought I wanted off, then really slapped me in the face. I have more reason to stay on than get off. I hear you. You are absolutely right. Sticking with a good therapist and program is literally what still keeps me going. Have to do it. Have to do it. I don't care if you've been sober for 16 years on Suboxone. You need to be doing something else besides that. I feel so awkward and embarrassed. I don't even know how to start talking to a therapist. Well, girl, it'll help you. That's why you're going to do it, Nico. I know you are. You're going to make a point to try it at least. Nico, that's what therapy is for. It's for just that reason. Okay. You can do it. It'll help you so much. The reason I say, you guys, and I don't mean you have to have like a shrink. Okay. I mean, like, an addiction counselor can be your counselor, but someone who has been where you've been is what I suggest. Okay. I'm actually starting therapy in February. Was reading my health app and guess I'm getting a psychological evaluation too. Not sure what that means, but I'm getting it. Oh, Christy, that's good. You need to get one if you're sober from drugs. About a year after you get sober, getting a psychological evaluation is really important because now without the drugs, your mind, like for me, people always thought I was bipolar. Okay. When my son was taken by CPS, they tried to say that I was unfit and that I was bipolar or some stuff. It wasn't that at all. It was that I was high on drugs all the time. So when I got sober at about a year, first I had a psychological evaluation at 6 months sober, a year sober, 2 years sober, and 3 years sober. So it's really good to get that done. I was on 24 milligrams sub a day for only 7 months and only quit cold turkey due to going to prison. That said, I believe Suboxone and a 12-step program saved my life. Yeah, stay free. Hell yeah. Can you be a part of my sobriety network? Yeah, of course I can. You already called me. Girl, I'll be a part of your sobriety network. All you got to do is call me. And I can be a part of anybody's shit, but you got to call me. You know what I'm saying? He actually said on one of his last videos that he married one of his fans and relapsed just because he felt he had to run. Oh my God. I heard that story the other day. I was actually listening to it while I was working. But they make me feel so weird just staring at me. They don't even ask me questions to get me started. Oh, well, Nico, you need to go and see it. Nico, seriously, are you still going to the clinic? Girl, you just brought a human into this world. You look great. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. He's actually 5, so it was 5 years ago, but still. Right? I still look great. I love my medication, my program, and for the first time ever, myself, I'm so blessed to have it in my life. Matt helped me to save me from myself. My family has said it was the best thing I have ever done. Marshall, I remember when I first told my parents, and my parents are very like black or white. And so what I did was I waited a little bit before I told my mom and dad so that way they could see the change in me. And then I told them that I was on Suboxone, and my mom and dad are like, she's sober. My daughter is back. I am the daughter that my mom said I am the daughter that my mom knew I always could be. I am the daughter that I was before I ever used drugs. And I'm able to be with my family. I am able to spend time with my dad. I'm able to be a part of my sister's lives. I'm the oldest of 3 girls. I can actually be a big sister. And I couldn't do that before. The only kind of big sister I was before
was the kind of big sister that got her little sisters high. And I'm not that way anymore. I'm a totally, totally different person. Okay, Nico, about your therapist not, sorry guys, about your therapist not engaging conversation with you. My husband had the same issue with one of the therapists that he got assigned at our clinic. She wouldn't like try to get him to talk or anything like that. So it was just like, it was horrible. If that's happening, you need to switch therapists. Okay. You need to have somebody that sits and engages with you and says, okay, Nico, what are you going through? What's been going on lately? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about your sobriety? How are things going at work? How are things going with your family? Hey, Nick. Me too, Marshall. When did you know it was your time to start your taper? Y'all ready? When did you know it was your time to start your taper? Okay, so for a long time, I was saying I was going to taper. I probably had been saying I was going to taper for over a year and a half, Marshall. For over a year and a half. And then I went in to see my doctor, and this is how I knew I was ready. Anybody who has been on Suboxone will understand exactly what I'm saying. I started forgetting to take my medication during the day. I started forgetting to dose. And that's when I knew that I was no longer obsessing over when I would take my Suboxone. And I know if you've been on Suboxone and you've ever had an issue with overtaking it or thinking about when you were going to take it all the time, then you'll know what I'm talking about. The moment I started forgetting to dose, I was like, I'm ready to taper. I'm not even taking my medication right when I pop up in the morning because it wasn't on my mind at the forefront anymore. It was like, I'm doing okay. Like I was thinking about other things. I was, thinking about my job and coming on and doing a video with you guys and playing with my son and doing all these different things. So that's when I realized I was ready to start tapering. When I started to forget to take my medication. I knew I was ready when I watched a video of straight up dude saying, "Don't be a puss and cut your dose in half. Nothing will happen." Triple S, a lot of it is psychological, you guys. A lot of it is psychological, the withdrawal that we experience. I'm telling you guys, and that's not me trying to say that anybody is weak or pussy or nothing like that. It's just the truth. A lot of our withdrawals are psychological. Yeah, Samuel. It was like one day I just stopped obsessing over the medication. I was like, it was probably like a good week where I went to work every day and I forgot to take my Suboxone. And I was like, holy shit, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't even taken a Suboxone and I feel fine. I'm fucking tapering. And so, sorry, I get excited. So now I'm down to 4 milligrams and I know I could go down to 2 milligrams like this. Easy. So what I'm doing is I'm just waiting I'm already taking 2 milligrams basically, but I'm waiting because I go down with every third month with my doctor. And the whole purpose behind my taper is to go slowly, you guys. And that has really helped me in this whole process is to go slowly. Um, yeah, yeah, you'll always remember it when you know, and Triple S, I can usually go till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon before I ever take my medication. You are the daughter you were always meant to be. Yeah, for real. And my family, we're like so close, you guys. Like my mom and dad are just everything to me. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to be a part of their lives again because I wasn't able to be for so long because of my addiction, because I was getting high, because they couldn't trust me. Yeah, it's in the bathroom plugged in. I feel anxious all the time. I don't like being around people. Feel awkward in my own skin. Feel like I don't even know how to act anymore. Will it help with anxiety? Hey, Nikki. Okay, so Nikki, are you cold turkey off of everything? I've noticed I've been more antisocial with my dosage. I don't really like that. You think maybe tapering would help or just that Suboxone in general? So, hi, step up. I do know what you're talking about, and this is kind of like this is a this is a personal thing. So not every person will experience this, but I too went through the same thing where I was almost kind of cocooning and like wanting to stay inside my house all the time. And that's what I called a lack of motivation. And so when I started to taper and I got down under 6 milligrams, I started to really notice that my motivation was picking up and that I wanted to do more things. I wanted to make more videos. I wanted to go out shopping or take Nate to the park. And that's how I started out, was I wanted to do all these things, but I kind of like got in this rut. So I do think for me that tapering down on my dose, it was like that motivation came back. I feel so much better. Honestly, I also got on a medication called Wellbutrin that helped me because I had no energy and I was just lackluster. And that Wellbutrin really helped me, you guys. And now, like being on 4 milligrams has helped me a lot too. But see, here's the thing, Triple S. I don't understand when people say that they don't have feeling on Suboxone because I feel everything to the point where y'all see me. I feel so much that I cry a lot because I feel the feelings. I feel the passion. So, but I have heard other people explain it that way too. Now, what my problem was like a lack of motivation. It was like I wanted to stay in my house and never leave. Which, I mean, after shooting dope for many years, you guys have to also understand that um we were shooting drugs and smoking drugs or being out in them streets. Now we have stable lives. We have a roof over our head. If you want to stay home and be a homebody, fuck it. Stay home and be a homebody. I mean, we owe it to ourselves. We were out there doing the stupidest shit for so many years that I don't know why I quit taking it. I should still be on it today. Well, Christy, you know what, Christy? When we get in our addictions, we do stuff like stop taking medications that were helping us, or we do all these different things. Get yourself, like you said, get yourself that psychological evaluation. Get yourself involved in some meetings. Get yourself a recovery support system. Um, we have a Discord, you guys. We have Patreon for those of you that want to join Patreon. We have the Facebook group. I mean, if you want to be active and be a part of the group, you can make it that way. Like, you just got to come in and join wherever you fit in. You know what I mean? We have a lot of stuff going on here on my channel, and we're really trying to, pick up our Discord. We got a lot of people in there, but just nobody really talks or anything. So if you want to go in there, I mean, get us all talking. I'll be in there. I always try to come in there and talk and say, hey, at least once a day to check on everybody. Oh, honey, Marshall, that's how it is over here on Real Talk Recovery. You'll be crying, you'll be laughing, you'll be mad, sad, all at the same time. I feel a lot on subs, but I still get so lethargic. I want a lot of things, but have trouble taking the little steps to get things done. Samuel, I totally understand. Now, I also think you guys got to also understand that I don't think it's always Suboxone. I think a lot of it has to do with us transitioning from being on dope to being sober. A lot of us got energy from shooting dope and got energy from the drugs that we were did, and we used drugs as a way to reward ourselves, and we would get up and be like, yeah, let's go. We get high and then we'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go shopping, I'm gonna go to the mall, I'm gonna clean my house. Can I get an amen? How many of y'all used to do that? I would get high and clean my house, go shopping, clean my car, wash the windows. you know so a lot of it, you guys, it's a lot of it is us healing from our addiction. you know it really is. Okay. Hey, Leroy, what's up, baby? These lives will be one of my regularly attended NA meetings. That's awesome. Stay free, keep on coming, man. We welcome you. Anytime. Y'all, we have so much fun. And listen, I've been trying to really get everybody excited about talking about recovery. Okay, let me see what Nikki's saying. 10 times worse and awkward feeling. Oh, until it lowered. Okay, Nikki, so you cold turkeyed off of everything, right? Baby, you're just going through post-acute withdrawal. That's what's happening to you with all those anxiety spikes. Um, Nikki, you need to make an appointment. Go talk to your doctor. Let them know that you're newly sober, that you cold turkeyed off of everything, and you need to get to the doctor, get into some therapy, get some other girls to hang out with you guys. Listen, if you're a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, and you need support, come over and join our Discord and join the Patreon with me, you guys. Come over there and hang out. Every morning in Patreon, Cindy Briggs goes in there every morning and wakes everybody up. Good morning, everybody. I mean, like, we have people who want to be a part of your recovery and help you in your recovery. It's just how much you're willing to do to take action and be a part of that, you know? Hey, Kristen, what's up, girl? I miss my brain rewarding me just for waking up on a nice day and being alive, right? I know that's right. Thank you, Cindy. My hopes for me is that my therapist can help me recover from my childhood, because I think that alone would take me a long way with my anxiety and coming off Suboxone. Christy, that's a good start, girl. A lot of us have gone through childhood traumas, you guys, and a lot of times that shapes somebody to be the person that they are when they get older. I'm going to get a second opinion about getting on Wellbutrin. Okay, Kristen, good idea. Many things attributed to Suboxone could be something else totally. Absolutely, Daniel. And I think that's a lot of the times what it is, you guys. How do we get there? Is it in your channel description? Okay, guys. Merc just linked the Patreon, and then Merc linked the Discord for everybody. So we have Patreon is the lowest tier is $3. Okay, and then Discord is free and Facebook is free. So there's different options. Like, I don't want anybody to ever think, oh, Nicole's just trying to hustle us and make all this money, because that's not what it's about. Patreon is just a way to support my channel by a monthly subscription. Okay. But I do have the 2 free options that you can join both of those. You can join all 3 of them. You know? I know it's in like a week and a half, maybe longer, since I got your phone number, but I promise you I will text you tomorrow. Okay, Nicole. I'll be waiting for you. Just tell me, say, this is Nicole, I'm texting you. We spend our entire lives trying to get over our childhood sometimes. Absolutely, Christian. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys tuned in last night when we had Nate on the channel, Nate Dog 916. And the whole reason why I asked him about his childhood growing up, which I don't understand how nobody has asked him about that, because 9 times out of 10, you guys, someone who struggles, somebody who has a horrific childhood filled with abuse, filled with violence, filled with drugs and everything else, those things mold them into the adult that they become. And so it's no wonder that Nate had was violent when he got older, because he was subjected to violence all his life growing up. So, and that's not me making excuses or anything, you guys. It's the truth. My childhood, so was mine, Nico. I had a really good childhood. I had amazing parents. I had amazing sisters. But, even these little things like, okay, Christy, that's what's up, girl. I can't wait to see you in there. And you'll see me and Cindy in there, and Crystal. Me, Cindy, and Crystal have been talking the most. And Leroy's in there, and Melissa's in there. God, there's about 14 of us in there now. I'm one of those idiots who had a good childhood and still went down the wrong path. Hey, Triple S, me too, man. Me too. My childhood was amazing. Okay, you guys. I remember my dad. He would buy me and my sisters, like, when Easter would come, he would buy us those the little bunny rabbits, and then they would grow to be big white bunny rabbits. He bought us little chickens one year, and we were sleeping with the chickens on our chest, and I remember waking up the next morning and there was chicken shit all over my chest. I loved those chickens and those bunny rabbits. We had everything we ever wanted. Like, I'm not talking like we weren't rich, but we lived a good life. Like, I was able to be on the cheerleading squad and get a car when I turned 16. Like, we were middle class. And so I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you guys, I started using drugs because I didn't feel like I was a part of anything. I didn't feel like I fit in. I always felt like I was so different. Like, check, everybody give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Daniel. I always felt like I was different, you guys. Like, I always felt like I didn't quite fit in. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, I love chickens, Nico. I love chickens. Y'all don't understand. Like, I used to sleep with our baby chickens. Um, I could tell you guys so many stories from when I was growing up. Maybe that's what I'll do next. I'll start making a series where it's just like stories from my childhood, because it was my mom and dad were amazing. They were amazing parents. And I always try to make sure I tell my mom and dad that what happened in me getting high had nothing to do with their parenting. I know, stay free, right? Okay, so stay free says, still feel like I don't fit in. Okay, so let me share something with you guys about my journey here on YouTube, because I feel the same way. When I first started my channel 2 years ago, I was like, this is my chance. This is my chance to do everything I never got to do when I was younger. I'm going to be friends with all these people. I'm going to do collabs. I'm going to have this amazing channel, and all these things are going to happen, right? And I came onto YouTube and I was me, okay? If you guys don't know, like, I'm very opinionated. I have a very strong personality, and sometimes people do not like that. And so when I first got on YouTube, I didn't fit in with anybody. A lot of people didn't like me. I went out of my way to be like really good friends to a lot of people. And I always thought, well, if you treat somebody good, then they'll treat you good back. Wrong. I have went out of my way to treat people good, and they have screwed me, straight shit on me. No loyalty whatsoever. And that's when I learned. I was like, I still don't fit in. I'm still not like anybody else. And I don't mean like I'm better than anybody else. I just mean that, like, I really value people and their interaction with me. Like, it means so much to me to be a part of, like, this channel. This is like means everything to me, you guys, to have you guys here and to interact with you guys and to talk with you guys about addiction and staying sober and working on our lives and bettering ourselves. And so I struggled so much at the beginning of my YouTube, and it was hard, man. I felt so left out, you know. No, I wouldn't. And that's the thing, you guys. I also show like a lot of vulnerability. I am very emotional about how I feel about things. When I get hurt, I'm not afraid to cry or show my feelings. And, what I realized here is that there are some people on YouTube that are just straight up mean girls. They're just mean girls. And so when I show those vulnerabilities, a lot of people think that's me being weak, and they zero in on that, and they want to pick at me for that. So it took me a little bit to realize that, not everybody is here for the same reason. Like, not everybody's here because they want to stay sober and give back or help other people, This channel has morphed into so much more than I ever imagined it could be. I was like, you know what? I need support. I'm going to make a channel, and we're going to talk about recovery. We're going to talk about the things that people don't talk about, and we're not going to be embarrassed or ashamed to be on Suboxone. And that was my plan. And now it's like so much more than that. Like, I have so many of you guys that I care about and love. More, like, y'all are my friends, I do, Daniel. I'm well versed in all areas of life. Anyways, I just love you guys so much. Y'all have changed my life. Today, me and Neil were in the kitchen, and you guys, if y'all don't know, my husband is also in recovery. Um, he's been sober a little bit shorter time than I have, but he's also on Suboxone, and he works his ass off to take care of our family. Like, he's a hard worker. And but he is all about being behind the scenes. Like, he does not want to come on my channel. And so I was talking to him about it last night, and I was like, you know, I really wish you could come on and just share your story with everybody, because so many of the people I have on my channel that listen and watch my channel, I know that you guys would be able to relate to Neil so much. And I was like, why don't you want to come on? Why won't we want to? And this is what he said. He said he doesn't want to come on because what if people say bad things about him? And you know what? That's when I realized, I was like, I don't want to put him in that position, because I know how mean people are. I know how judgmental people are. And I could just imagine if somebody said something about my husband, you guys, it would be on and popping. I would love childhood stories. You are a very passionate speaker and a good storyteller. Marshall, you have got to go back to my beginning videos. I have so many freaking amazing story times that y'all will be laughing for hours. I linked, like, I have a prison playlist. I have a crazy addiction story times. Hey, Douglas. Yeah, Nico. And so it is a valid fear, because people are like that. People say things just to be mean and ugly. And so my husband is he's one of the most caring, sensitive, loving, loyal people I've ever met in my life. When I first met my husband, you guys, he saved me. I was homeless. I was sleeping on someone's couch, and I had just basically come to the conclusion that I wasn't worth shit. I would never be worth shit. I was a dope whore. Nobody loved me. Nobody wanted to be with me, and nobody would ever love me. And I met my husband. I was sleeping on a girl's couch, and he actually looked at me as beautiful. And he looked at me as not a junkie, not a dope whore. He actually treated me like a lady and opened the car door for me. I remember calling my mom and my dad, and I told them that I had met this guy and that he opened the car door for me, and that he and that's when my dad said, he said, that's what a man is supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how a man is supposed to treat you. And see, I had never been treated right because I didn't treat myself right. I didn't respect myself. So why would anybody else respect me, right? But when I met my husband, you guys, he respected me without me respecting myself. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And I fell in love with him, and we've been together ever since. And that was 8 years ago. A while ago, you talked about how you wanted to put up flyers for your channel at our clinics to help more people. I go every Friday, so if you would like to send me some flyers, I'd love to take you. Hey, Nicole. Yes, it would. So what I'm doing is, if you will text me, I can, or email me, I will send you guys. Do you guys want me to mail them to you and then print a whole bunch of them out and then mail them to you? Or do you guys want me to send them to you on an email and then you guys can print them out? Whatever way is best for you guys. There's my cell phone number, and here's my email. Okay. And I think that is an amazing idea. Isn't it going to be awesome, you guys? We're going to have so many newcomers. Come back, Samuel. That's right. And that could help more people here. I'll give you my address when I text you tomorrow. Okay, that sounds like a plan. I won't start a channel for that same reason. I know myself, and I would be hunting motherfuckers down here. I know, right, Daniel? It's, you know what, you guys, and I used to be the same way, okay? I used to really I want to share a comment with you guys I got today. Okay, so today I opened my YouTube creator studio, right? Thank you, Douglas. I appreciate you. You are a wonderful, wonderful man. So thank you so much. I opened my YouTube creator studio today, and the first comment I see is it was on my story time video, the 4-part series. For those of you guys that don't know, here on my channel, at the very top of my channel, there's a video, and it's part 1 to my addiction story, like my whole story. And so there's 4 parts to it. Well, on the second part, I think somebody commented and said, I was talking about how this guy I used to date used to beat my ass. And this person commented and said, he didn't beat your ass every day. And if he did, you probably deserved it because you're a fat ass pig. This isn't the fucking Me Too movement. So that's what I opened when I first opened my phone on my creator studio today. So you know what I did? I pinned his comment. I pinned his comment and hearted it. Okay, Melissa. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is going to be amazing. Okay, now y'all are getting me on my grind. Let me go get a blank piece of white paper and a Sharpie marker. I'm going to make the flyer and copy a whole bunch of copies tomorrow while I'm at work. And then I'll send them out to you guys tomorrow while I will literally send them to you guys from my job tomorrow. Y'all are getting me excited. We're going to have such an amazing turnout, you guys. This is, okay, so this is the thing. This is going to be helping so many people, you guys. Okay, Christy, love you. Thanks for coming in, girl. I hope you have a great night. Okay, so now you guys got me on my grind. Everybody that wants a Mara flyer, text me on the Real Talk Recovery phone line, and I'm going to get them all ready, and then I will make I'll make like 500 copies, and then I'll send them out to you guys, okay? Right, Merc? Well, it was like, and then the comment was like, this isn't the Me Too movement. It's like, no, bastard. This is my movement. This is the Real Talk Recovery story of my life, motherfucker. Like, I'm just telling my story. That's what happened, you guys. Like, this guy used to beat my ass, and it was terrible. It was terrible. And, you know, he has passed away. I don't hate him. I forgive him, right? But when he used to beat me, it was really bad. It was bad. It wasn't a good time. But anyways, this has been all over the place tonight. I really hope you guys enjoyed just coming and hanging out with me tonight. Like, for those of you guys that are new, that are just listening and stuff, tomorrow night at Friday at 7 p.m., we have our MERA meeting, which is Medically Assisted Recovery Anonymous. Okay. Be here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to share, you can call in and share. And if you just want to remain anonymous and share in the chat, you can also do that. But tomorrow night's meeting is going to be all about overcoming shame. I'm going to talk all about how I am working on overcoming my shame. We're going to have exercises on how to overcome shame. We're going to just really share. And I want you guys to come and be ready to share about your shame. So if you struggle and you have shame and guilt and you want to share, come be ready to share. If you want to text me before the meeting and say, hey, Nicole, like, I want to be able to share. Can you leave a space open for me? I will write all the people's names down who want to share, and we will go through the list, and you guys can call up here and we'll have you on speakerphone and you can share and everybody will be able to hear you. It'll be awesome. It's going to be the shit. And so the more people that come and interact, the more other people are going to hear that, and it's going to help them. So that's the thing, you guys. It's just about helping. It's By us sharing our struggles, it helps somebody else. Okay. And so I'm sharing my struggles with you, then you share your struggles with someone else, and then they share theirs, and that helps us all heal. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here because I could sit here and talk to you guys all night long. But I'm going to get off here, take a shower. I do have to be at work early in the morning. So I'll be at work at like 6:30 in the morning. But if any of you guys need to talk or just want to text me, you can always call me during the day. I can answer the phone when I'm at work. Okay. All right. Love you guys. I hope you have a great night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. West Coast. Okay. All right.